Before we start the video, I want to shout out to all who subscribed to my channel. Thank you for your support. This project is my personal project and I am putting so much effort to bring this to you. This episode was brought to you from the manhwa that I was drawing before I decided to bring this to life on YouTube. So yeah, you will find something like change the style or so just enjoy the video. Flies. It smells moldy in the air. Hedge on mummified hands. The joy of victory by passing the half the way of disappearing and turned into a daze on the face of the three heroes. Everyone tried to hold it together, but no one could see this view without feeling terrified. Atham snapped out of his shock and joined his sister to calm her and said,
"It's okay. I am with you. Don't be afraid."
The hunter said,
"Death. Wherever her army steps foot, we have to keep going."
The hunter took steady steps forward. Hope was her motivation, despite all the death, and there was no room for retreat. But this was not the case for Atham.
If the Empress army reached here, that means... Is it possible?
The hunter stopped walking and said,
"If that's what you think, you're wrong. They did not get to the camp."
Atham said with concern,
"Nothing is impossible for her army."
The hunter couldn't take his words, so she pulled her knife at him, threatening,
"I'm telling you, they did not get there. Enough. If the camp is destroyed, then there's no more hope for us to live for."
Atham tried to calm and told himself,
"This girl is crazy."
Louisa didn't move though. The shiver got her because of how scared she was for her brother.
"I'm not going to lose hope. We have to keep going."
We are not going any further. We'll die on the way. They arrived in our northern regions.
"If you don't want to go, I'll move on my own."
Louisa gripped her bag and caught up with the hunter. Her face was persistent. Atham was surprised by Louisa's action. She caught up with the hunter, leaving him behind. Louisa has always been strange and has had this weird sense. She always been the one to guide their way when they got lost in the forest. Atham surrendered and followed the two girls. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Legends Tale, and remember to like the video. After the road merge, their features were not happy. They were persistent and anxious. The hunter felt something and stopped walking. They turned to her and Atham said,
What's the matter?
"Don't you hear?"
I don't hear anything. What is it?
The hunter freaked out and said,
"Hide. There's movement."
The brothers rose from terror, and with a quick move, Atham carried his sister and hid between the bushes. The hunter prepared her arrow to fight back against whoever was there. While they are behind the trees, anxiously and fearfully awaiting, two Empress soldiers pass by and stand close to where the three fugitives hide.
"We won't find her. The commander will kill us."
It's okay. We'll call more soldiers to find her. The informant assured us this is the last location.
We're going to move forward. Send a request to the command center to increase the number of inspectors.
In the meantime, the hunter could hear the talk and look to see where the soldiers were going. Then point to Atham that they should escape the area. Atham nods, and they evade the area as soon as possible. He followed the hunter while carrying his sister. and they all survived the situation miraculously. Fortunately, there were no planes, no machines, and no other soldiers, which helped them keep on going smoothly. Finally, signs of reaching north began to emerge, their arrival in the old giant forest, and the beginning of snow in some places. At sunset, when the onset of 3 planets was showing, the 3 survivors were able to traverse the separating river into the vast snow tracts. Sleeping in the cold wild was not their best option, especially after the climate change, so they searched for a giant hollow tree to sleep inside. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Legends Tale. After everyone put their package down and set the fireplace, they started eating and talking about the recent events. Atham started talking.
What are they looking for? Are they looking for you?
Usually, they look for the resistance. But since they are looking in these areas, it means that this person is close.
I thought everyone went north and lived in the lands.
There are many fighters, but they are all spread. And there are spies among them too. You better not trust anyone, you idiot.
Huh? Don't worry.
You're really weird, you know. Why did you trust me so quickly? How do you know my intentions are sincere?
You could say I had that sense of man's intuition from young age. I always followed my heart everywhere. Louisa is like that too, but her intuition is stronger. And because of it, we survived many traps and patrols. Sometimes, I doubt she's trailing the future.
You don't seem to be lying. Well, okay. It's nice to be this confident, I guess.
Obviously, you are a good fighter. What's your people's name? I didn't see anyone wearing those clothes before.
We are the people of Kara. We are several tribes, and our country is vast. So you will see a variety of tradition and dresses.
I didn't know there were tribes in South. If we had been together from the beginning, they wouldn't be able to take us down. Social rules. They were the cause of our devastation.
The hunter went quiet, and her features was kinda upsetting. Then everyone went silent. The next day, everyone left the tree, and the hunter helped hide their tracks. In any case, there is no longer any need for caution. The area is safe, and there is no trace of them or their machinery in this place. They finally entered the iced area, and they were keen to find any trace of the camp before 3 days passed in this snowy desert. Or else, they would face the risk of death freezing. Atham raised the map and quickly shining look at it. The hunter says,
The camp is supposed to be close.
Atham says,
We're close. We have to go highlands.
Louisa suddenly feels something and runs away from her brother. So he gets scared and calls out,
Hey, Louisa, come back here.
Atham catch up with his sister. She was digging in the snow with her bare hands. He says to the hunter while running,
There is somebody here.
A girl's body appears buried in the snow. There is some blood around her, and it looks like she was killed here and left to take her last breath in the frost. Everyone gathered around to see what the little one found. The hunter says, It's a body. Is your sister suddenly seizing frozen bodies?
The poor one. Looks like she was killed here. Those people are ruthless monsters.
The hunter walks away from the place and says, We have to keep going. Get your sister away from that body. Atham comforts Louisa.
Let's go. Louisa, we must hurry.
Atham didn't force his sister to move. He walked forward a little bit, thinking she would catch up with him. Louisa didn't move though. She was staring at the body for a while. Atham stopped and turned into his sister.
Louisa, come on. We shouldn't stop or we'll freeze from the cold.
Despite all her brothers begging, she saw something else. Suddenly, the body's hand rises from the snow, announcing her, returned to life.